Hey friends, Jacqueline here. Based on all the amazing things we are seeing happen online, we are predicting this is going to be one of the busiest seasons for e-commerce ever. Are you ready for it? No matter what stage of business you're in, the one thing we do know is you need to show up and create content that actually matters to your customers during this 2020 holiday season. But wait, you may be thinking, sounds great, but what do I actually say to them without being salesy? Don't worry, friends, we've got you covered this holiday season. Introducing 101 plus content ideas beyond the discount 2020 edition, a bundle of tools, prompts, and video training that helps you create content this holiday season to reach out to your customers beyond just offering discounts, which is uber important to having a profitable Q4. This is created specifically for you to use during this 2020 holiday season. So, what's included? 101 plus content prompts to be used on social media, emails, and in live videos. 3 months of editable calendars filled with daily content ideas for marketing in 2020 quarter 4. Monthly checklists for 2020 holidays to inspire content and calendar prompts. 5 holiday plug-and-play scripts that will help you show up easily on video to stand out from the big guys. And this is one of our favorites, the easiest way to have a 12 days of holiday sales or a Cyber Month sales worksheet, plus video trainings and so much more. If you want to check it out, make sure to grab 101 content ideas beyond the holiday discount 2020 holiday edition. We wanted to make this holiday season as sweet as pumpkin pie that we are practically giving this away. Head to holidaycontentideas.com right now, and let's make this your most profitable holiday season ever.
Welcome to the Product Boss Podcast, where we help product-based businesses grow their sales and improve their strategies.
Hey everyone, I want to introduce you to my co-host and biz bestie, Minna an Amazon guru that has built a multi-six-figure product-based business.
And introducing the other half of the Product Boss, Jacqueline Snyder. She has helped launch and grow over 500 fashion apparel and accessory brands, even one of her own.
And together, we share our inventory of secret weapons that will help you dig deep and do the work it takes.
Are you ready? Let's build together.
Hey everybody, Jacqueline and Minna here, your co-hosts of the Product Boss Podcast. Today, we will be sharing a conversation we had with a fellow female founder. You see, we believe women helping women is what the world needs more of. Introducing our female founder episodes, where we interview fellow female entrepreneurs and highlight their small business.
Our goal is to shine a spotlight on product businesses to encourage our community to support each other, learn from each other, buy from each other, and lift each other up. So let's jump in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Female Founders. We are going to talk about how one woman went from in-person to video on Instagram, and we have Maureen Kovacik, a founder and chief everything of Blythe Baubles. Welcome to the podcast, Maureen.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
We're so excited to have you here. I mean, you've been such an integral part of our community and such a supporter of us as well. So thank you for that. And I feel like over this COVID time, because we've been on our phones a lot more, we really watched you grow your business. And it's been impressive.
It's been like a butterfly who has just spread her wings and shown the world so, who you really are. So I loved getting to see this. It's happened fast, but it was so funny because, when I think back, Maureen, we were talking about being introverts and, showing up on video. And I am thinking that she's not really an introvert. Or,
are you thinking now she's not an introvert now that you know her?
Yeah. Well, okay. So, roll back to when we first started talking to Maureen. She really only showed her ear, and because she sells earrings, and it was the side of her face and her ear. And that was like the whole thing was like, could we get this person who's in her shell, will only show her ear at this point, and get her to do video, right? Because at the beginning we thought, is this possible? And then now, you completely transformed. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was just our magic or if you were just waiting for the perfect opportunity this whole time.
I think it's your magic.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So Maureen, you are a jewelry brand. Blythe Baubles is jewelry.
Yes.
And let's talk about pre-COVID, your jewelry brand. Do you make it? Where does the jewelry come from and where were you selling it?
Well, originally, I was sourcing it. I wasn't making anything. I decided, I was gathering jewelry and I was going to teachers' lounges, basically, is what I ended up doing. I knew I wanted to sell it. It's happy. It makes people happy. So I would go to teachers' lounges and I would set up like a little boutique. I made it cute and everything. And they would come in and they would just love it. And they would just be so happy and they're picking out. And then when they found something they loved, they were just so happy. So it was really a lot of fun. So anyway, so that's what I was doing was just going into the lounges. I go to different schools, that kind of thing. I had a website, but that was kind of maybe more for inventory control and that kind of thing to kind of keep track.
And then COVID-19 happened.
Yes.
And schools were shut down.
No more schools. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. So in the meantime, I had started to listening to your podcasts before the holidays, but it was kind of, too late to do anything as far as going online or anything like that. So, and then, yes, when everything shut down, thank goodness I was, listening to you guys. And I feel like I think I had signed up for a course. I think it was Dash.
I think you did. Yeah. Were you in Dash?
Yes.
Or survival kit course. Okay.
And then I did the survival kit course.
Okay. So everything.
Yes. So, but yes, so that's where that's where I found you guys. And so that's when I started turning to online and focusing and like leaning into Instagram. Again, thanks to your teachings.
So I remember you signed up because we had come out with Survival Kit course bundle right at the beginning of COVID. That was our response. We were just kind of like, we need something. All these in-person events are closed and people just have to really pivot their businesses. So you were, I think, one of the first to sign up for that. And then what happened, because in that course bundle, we have a video training and video scripts. It's like 14 video scripts. And I remember one day, like you popped on and you DM'd us on Instagram and you told us about you did your first video and you had some sales. So tell us about sort of that from Maureen, who would only show half her eyeball. And I remember you said, I took a picture of my face. I was on Instagram. People saw my face. And then we looked and it was like half your eyeball in your ear.
Right.
So cut to
and a little sparkle.
Some sparkle. So cut to the next thing. So like that very first time you decided to do a video, what happened?
Well, it was some tough love from the product boss. So you did a challenge. It was the plank. It was the
video plank challenge.
Video plank challenge, exactly. And called me out. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, there's no way I can do a plank. It's not happening for a minute.
For like 1 minute of a plank or a 1 minute video, you choose Maureen.
Yeah, not happening. So right away, before I chickened out, I went and I made a video. So, and I got a sale almost right away off that first video. So,
and you didn't even have that many followers, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. At the time, I had 200 followers or something. Yeah. So, and yeah, so.
And then didn't you make some money off of the bloopers?
Yes. People, they just thought they were funny and they said they were on the fence. I have people, come up to me or they'll message me or whatever. And they'll say, oh, I was on the fence, but then I saw your video. So I went ahead and bought. And it's like, oh, thank you.
And I don't think that they thought it was funny. I thought they probably found it so endearing and real, and people do buy from people. People buy from people, especially in video. And they probably thought she is wonderful and warm and welcoming and authentic because you definitely are. And that probably came through in the video. And in the bloopers, they probably were like, you know what? She deserves our money. Let's give her some of our money because, and the jewelry is really cute too. So I'm sure that was had to do with it as well.
And the second you started doing video, I was just like, because we always had this internet relationship, right? We're just talking at the screen and you're texting back. So we didn't get to hear your voice ever. And then the second I started watching your videos, I was like, this woman's voice is made for radio and TV and all the things. You're so good on camera. And so we're going to put a link to your Instagram. So please follow her, follow along because Maureen does amazing videos. She does, I mean, you were doing a video a day, like a 1 minute video into your feed.
They were in the car too. These are not produced fancy videos. They were in her car. So she did. And Jacqueline, do you remember when you said, wow, that was a really good.
That was like a perfect video.
That was a perfect video, Maureen. And she's like, well, I did the script that you guys gave me.
Yes.
And so Jacqueline Jacqueline did not recognize the script that she wrote herself and sold in Survival Kit Course Bundle.
That was classic.
So tell us, so you started doing, just like we said, like you'd go in your car where there's good lighting or you were out. I've seen a lot outside, like in natural sunlight, and you take a pair of earrings or your glasses and you really just start to talk to the camera. So cause there are so many other people out there listening right now that are like, I could never do video. We call you Maureen, our video queen, because you're so good on video. So tell us a little bit more about that.
I think the beauty of it is that if you make a mistake, you can do it over again. So sometimes there was one point at the beginning, I had like 70 takes and I was like, delete, because I just kept, oh no, or something would happen, or, oh, I didn't mean to say that, or I'd start talking and then edit myself while I'm talking and say something else, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, a lot of it too was on the run. So like if I was, but I wanted to get it done. Done is better than perfect. And so I really wanted to get it done. So at one point, I was going to my son's soccer practice and he was coaching before. So I would just sit in the car and I would bring my jewelry and I'd go ahead and, do my video of the day. Again, the light was good and I had the time. So I just did it in the car. Like, there was some sunglasses. I did that kind of thing too. So it was just when I could do it, I just went ahead and did it and got it on there.
And what was the response then? So now that you've done them, because, your markets were, how you sold was completely changed and canceled back in March. And we're filming this in September. So now that you've done videos every day, and what have you been able to transition your business over to be an online business?
Definitely. So now all my sales, I had virtually no sales last year online, and now all my sales were online, and it's increased. I'm kind of bad with the numbers. It's like 200%, I think is what it was, according to Shopify.
200%
to online. Yes, definitely. So I'm on track for beating sales last year that were all in person by doing them online. So,
amazing.
and that's just, I do some emails. So I'm working on that. I'm in multi-stream machine. And so I am working on that. And so I'm getting consistent with my emails, but right now it's mostly been the video and Instagram.
And are you enjoying it now?
Oh, it's fun. It is fun.
I love hearing this. So I know you had you're really good at kind of tips and tricks. And I remember one time I got a video tip from you. So maybe you can share with our listeners, as they think, okay, I could do what Maureen does. I could just, if I have extra time, I'm in my car, I can just bring some product with me and talk about it for about a minute. Right. And you're like, I have that time, and it's not a big deal. It's more about putting yourself out there and doing it. But then let's talk about some of the apps that you use that you find really helpful for what you're doing.
Well, of course, with Instagram and stories, filters are my friend. I love the filters. And so those are always fun, especially the sparkles, that kind of thing. And that's already built into Instagram. And then with a lot of like product videos that I'm not necessarily in, I use other apps. And I know we talk about Canva a lot. So I'll take something and I'll put it in Canva, and then I'll go to another app, particularly like Pixaloop. And there's another one, Lumiere, that I use. I pronounce it like the character in Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if it's really how you can't pronounce it. So and I'll add a sparkle or a squirrel or falling leaves, or just something to make it a little different and to stand out. And how kind of, I guess, put my own twist and feel like it's a little bit different. So.
Yeah. And though you are showing your face more, not all of your videos are actually your face all the time. They really are different products. They're very dynamic because you add sparkles, or like you said, add, a squirrel or falling leaves or whatever it is. But the idea is to stop the scroll. And I think that when they see your face and they see how warm you are, they really do people buy from people. So that really helps because you're talking about it, and that it's really easy for somebody to watch a video instead of being like, I'm going to have to go through somebody's website, look through all the different options, see what's right for me. But when you see somebody and they're wearing like an earring or something, it hits at a certain spot. You can see it in certain lighting. They speak about it in a certain way. They give you a suggestion on where to wear it. It's so much easier. So much easier.
Definitely. And something, and I actually, I learned this from somebody else making videos. When you're showing your products, so back to when I do try to show my face every day. Sometimes I was either in stories or on the feed. But showing products, I found that if you kind of if you put your hand, and I saw this, someone else did this. I think it was Bree from Shop Be Lashed. Mm-hmm. But if you put your hand behind the product and hold it up, people get a good idea. And then you can go like this and show them where it's hanging and that kind of thing.
It's so good. And I want you all to follow her because you'll see, and a lot of her cover images, like the image you'll see in her feed will be her holding it up exactly like how she just did it. And then she'll do the reveal, or like the sunglasses one in the car. She basically tried on every single pair, talked about the different colors, and it was really informative. So at that point, when you think about I want you all to think about the last time you put on jewelry or a pair of sunglasses. You're standing at a counter, and you pick it up and you either put the earring in your ear, or you hold it up to your ear, or you put the necklace on, or you put the sunglasses on, or the hat, right? Those are pieces that usually we actually self-try on. And so by Maureen doing that for us, we can imagine that for ourselves. And so it makes it really easy for the customer to buy off of her videos. And it's just incredible.
Thank you.
Really quick, because you mentioned Canva, we actually have a free 30-day pro trial for Canva for anyone that's listening. So you just head to theproductboss.com/Canva and you can get a free 30-day pro trial, which means you get all of the extra tools and apps and photos. They have like professional photos that you can use, and you can all try that for 30 days. I just wanted to throw that in because it's something that we use on our Instagram feed as well.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's wonderful.
Yeah. So, okay. So a couple other things I just want to touch on are that you are a multi-shoe machine student. You were in Dash, which is a program that we tried and then we ended, but it was about kind of forming groups and community. And something that I found out recently from Ariel was that you've created your own group within Multi-Shoe Machine. There's how many of you? 6, 8?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. 8. There's a bunch of us.
Yeah, there's 8 of you that started this little mini pod together where you're really supportive of each other. Yeah. So tell us more about that, because we love that these biz besties have formed.
Oh, it's so wonderful. We're constantly in there. It's just my phone's going off. I'm missing the chat, What are we talking about? And we did our first Zoom meeting yesterday, and it was just so fun. And everybody, we all can relate. We can support each other. Everybody's supportive of each other's business. Everybody's a little different, but we're several jewelry. There's a couple candles, but we can all work together, and we overlap and have our differences, and it's really fun.
That's so
and
awesome.
It's so motivating. It really is, and the sharing of ideas, and it's been helpful.
I'm going to call out the businesses because you all tagged us yesterday. That you had a 2+ hour call today because you couldn't stop talking. And I love it. So it's Jam Cat Candles, Ivy and Ash Nail Wraps, Shop Big City Kids, Kadora, Eden Body Care, Ever After Baby, The Material Design Co., and Blythe Baubles.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Did you see my comment on there?
What was it?
Where it was like, I love to see this magic happen. It's like your baby's finding their college friends.
Yes. And did you see I put, as long as you approve of them, the college friends that you approve of.
That you approve of. And then what I find interesting, because now we're going to talk about Blythe Baubles and sort of where you're moving forward. So we're seeing that video and online is really, it's replaced your income. It's exceeded your income from last year when you were able to do all these in-person shows. And now we were just talking to you pre-taping this, that you were buying and reselling product. And now that you're and I was like, is it because you're influenced by all these other women that you're in our course together, but now you're actually becoming a maker.
Yes. I have started my own handmade line, and I've always been an artist wannabe, but kind of never really, got into it. And yes, and it is wonderful being in this group from the community that you guys have built. It's just amazing. And yes, they're all makers, and they're very inspirational for sure.
Right. We're recording this live actually on Facebook, and a bunch of your friends are watching, and there's actually 12 of you, and I don't think everyone was tagged. So I apologize to those of you that are in there that are not tagged.
Oh, it might have been who was on that particular screen.
Yeah,
because they only show so many on the screen.
Kai Blends, Shanice. Did we say her?
We didn't say Shanice. Ariel, if you want to list them for me, she's watching live.
Yeah, Kai Blends was on a female founder episode as well.
Yes,
so we'll have Sarah link that in the show notes when this goes live. And it is so fun to see all of you get along. Like a real mom talking about her children.
Right.
Just it's fun to see how 2020 has served everybody differently. Like, could you have imagined this was your world even in February? You're now Maureen, the video queen, which rolls off the tongue. Right. And you have this support system and support group that was built in with people who are really understand your language of product. And you've come so far. Your business has come so far. So it feels thrilling. I feel thrilled for you.
It's so exciting. And look, I'm even wearing, can you see, wearing Cotton Candies t-shirts.
Yes.
Spicy.
And so, yes. And I have Cotton Candies too, which is also Shop Big City Kids. So here's some other ones. We've got Modern 11.
Yes. Modern 11. I've got her earrings on too. These little huggies right here.
Cottage and Thistle.
Hi, Vanessa.
Kai Blends and Iron and Pearl, Christy Lee. So these are, I'm not going to pick favorites, but you all might be some of my favorites. I'm just going to say, and I'm not kidding, because it is a great group, and you are so supportive, and all of you are very verbal and present in our community and helpful to other people. So I love that the group of you have found each other and continue to support each other and buy from each other and do all the things. When we've said, how do you start your email list? We're like, go to each other, right? We've got this huge community of thousands of product bosses. Like, get on each other's email lists.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
One of the big lessons that we were talking about in 2020, because, initially we didn't know how to coach people. But the big thing that turned out to be like really, really important was people going back to their customer needs, right? And then those people felt really bonded to them. So I think that the customers that buy from you right now, Maureen, will become really bonded to you because they saw you try out video. They saw you, transition your business. They see you at your putting yourself out there. And they'll become really bonded to you because of that. Just the same way that Jacqueline said that, we've had businesses that really stick out in our mind because you all bonded with us during this time of craziness and weirdness in the world. And I think that has been really helpful. And just getting to be part of that journey, because it hasn't been all like, I don't want people to think that it's all been butterflies and roses and, that it has not been hard at all, because it definitely has, but it just feels different when you find your people, I would think, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It just feels less hard. It's less difficult when you have that support and you have that network of people and the whole community thing. And even when everybody's down, you're all down together, and then you can lift each other up.
Right. Yeah. That's what Minna and I do for each other often. It's like pulling one of us back off the edge.
Right.
So to have an even bigger community, and we started, and it's hard. Like, it's hard to show up for each other. Sometimes, like, how do I say this? Masterminds tend to be, if there's like an exchange of money, let's call it, then people will show up because they've got something invested. And Minna and I have tried to do our own mastermind that's like, we're just, hey, we're a group of friends, let's do this. But everyone's, it's like, it's not as consistent. So I love that you are all at least online and within your little chat, that you're supporting each other. And now you're starting to move towards seeing each other every so often and just hanging out, because sometimes we do feel alone, especially in our own personal communities. I always see this, like entrepreneurs and then product boss entrepreneurs. There's not a ton of us around. So when you find those people, it's great to have that as your community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it'll be your secret weapon for a fourth quarter for all of you.
I think so. We're talking about, collaborating on things, and it's just really, it's so exciting.
It is so exciting. I love all of this. So Maureen, we're really proud of you. I mean, the growth that we've seen in 2020 from you, pre-COVID and post-COVID, just amazing. And all I had to do was call you out on Instagram on a random challenge.
So that's the decision, right? Do you in our own way, we're presented with plank or video? Imagine if you would have done the plank.
It's true. It's true.
So I was telling my husband why I don't do planks. I'm like, well, if I just do it once, it's really not going to give me a 6-pack. So why don't I go do video instead?
Right, exactly. What's the point?
Yeah, but it was a decision that you made, and it was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And it takes a little bit of a push. So hopefully we can always be that push to our community. And then if you have a friend or someone that kind of like calls you out a little bit on some mindset stuff, you can just see how it's so transformative to a business, that one small decision that transformed it all.
Right. And then the consistency of that, right? Because Maureen showed up every single day on video. She didn't hold herself back by having to be perfect. She did it in little pockets of time, and she put it out there and it got easier and easier. And then she also, engaged with her audience. Like, she engaged with her audience and she helped other people and made friendships and connections. So it all goes together, but it really you have to be consistent with it too, right? And be willing to put yourself out there.
And one of her friends over here on Facebook also said she also sells now live on video. So now you're doing live videos.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Once. How did it go? How was live for you?
It was good. It was good. At the very end, I forgot to take questions and answers because the dog started barking hysterically. I mean, just like wacko loud. And so I was like, okay, this is a sign. See ya. But I made some sales.
You did.
So I did. So I made several sales. And so that was good. And then I tried to do it again a couple weeks later, and the Facebook wouldn't let me on. They kept saying, they kept saying, oh, there's something wrong with your internet. I'm going, everything else is connected to the internet and it's all working. It's not.
Welcome to our world.
Right. So anyway, so I went on Instagram for a little while and just, talked to a couple of people, but so I do want to do that again. I have to kind of take a step back and plan that back in again and try again.
All right. Well, let's do that. Fourth quarter. You see that video works for you and your customers want to buy and they love video and they're buying off of just 60-second pre-recorded videos. Mm-hmm. So imagine what you can do as you start to grow your live. So I'm really excited, and I hope everyone follows along and supports Maureen on this video journey.
Thank you.
So Maureen, tell our listeners how they can support you, buy from you, and share your business.
On Instagram, I am at Blythe_Baubles. Blythe is BLYTHE, Baubles. And then BlytheBaubles.com is my website. And I have an Etsy, but we won't go there. But yes, Instagram and Facebook is Blythe Baubles also.
Perfect.
So I'm on Facebook and Instagram.
And we'll put all those links in the show notes so everyone can just click super easy. And you can also shop on her Instagram because she has the shop button.
That's right.
Yeah.
Directly.
Everybody follow her. I think it's worth even a follow just to see how she puts herself out there, to inspire you to put yourself out there as well. Because the reason why we tell her to do more video is because she's seeing success with it and she likes it and it's working. And we always say to lean into what's working and what you enjoy. So it's fun. It's so much fun seeing you do it.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, again, everything I'm learning from you guys, and I wouldn't have done it without you. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. We love having you.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's a wonderful thing.
Thanks, Maureen.
Thanks so much, Maureen.
Hey friends, Jacqueline here. Based on all the amazing things we are seeing happen online, we are predicting this is going to be one of the busiest seasons for e-commerce ever. Are you ready for it? No matter what stage of business you're in, the one thing we do know is you need to show up and create content that actually matters to your customers during this 2020 holiday season. But wait, you may be thinking, sounds great, but what do I actually say to them without being salesy? Don't worry, friends, we've got you covered this holiday season. Introducing 101 Plus Content Ideas Beyond the Discount 2020 edition, a bundle of tools, prompts, and video training that helps you create content this holiday season to reach out to your customers beyond just offering discounts, which is uber important to having a profitable Q4. This is created specifically for you to use during this 2020 holiday season. So, what's included? 101 plus content prompts to be used on social media, emails, and in live videos. 3 months of editable calendars filled with daily content ideas for marketing in 2020 quarter 4. monthly checklists for 2020 holidays to inspire content and calendar prompts, 5 holiday plug-and-play scripts that will help you show up easily on video to stand out from the big guys. And this is one of our favorites, the easiest way to have a 12 days of holiday sales or a Cyber Month sales worksheet, plus video trainings and so much more. If you want to check it out, make sure to grab 101 content ideas beyond the holiday discount 2020 holiday edition. We wanted to make this holiday season as sweet as pumpkin pie that we are practically giving this away. Head to holidaycontentideas.com right now, and let's make this your most profitable holiday season ever.